Yo, what is going on, guys? DJ Hes here, CollectiveKicks.com. Wanted to bring you guys this week's Top 5 Tuesday video. And before we get into the top 5, a couple pickups if you guys missed it from yesterday. Ended up getting these from a Nike employee store haul. I got these from the Nike employee store haul also. Super fire colorway. And then little dude got some baby foams and then some other foams for when he gets bigger from the Royal joints. Really stoked on that. And then we got a couple other things as well. If you guys didn't see that haul video, go check it out. Kind of fun to do with the wife and the kid. A little distracting. And for those comments out there, I see some of the negative comments and whatnot about me basically just buying my kid whatever he wants and then like he'll never appreciate things or something to that effect. Bottom line is, like, I buy him a lot of sneakers and stuff, but that doesn't mean he's not going to have to earn these when he gets of age, man. When he gets of age, he's going to have to do chores. He's going to have to work and actually earn his keep. So don't get it twisted. He is going to not just have everything spoon-fed to him. He's going to have to buy his own car. Those are the things that I did in my life that made me the man I am today. And I can damn sure guarantee that he's going to be having to do a lot of those same things. So this week's Top 5 Tuesday video actually came from a suggestion from the wife. She actually mentioned this on the Top 5 Jordans I want to see retro. And I was like, dang, I don't know how she came up with this suggestion anyway. It was definitely a good one. But I had to think, I was like, did I already do this or not? And I did a Google search, and then I actually found a video that I did a long time ago. It was actually 4 years ago I did this video, and since then 3 of the 5 that I mentioned back then have actually retroed. That is the old list. This is my new list for 2017. And I want you guys to weigh in the comment section as well and let me know what you guys think should be retroing this year. So I reached out to you guys on Twitter. I'm going to post some of your guys' responses on the screen so you guys can see. And shout out to those people that are active and follow me on Twitter and that reply back to me. Not all the time I get to actually reply back to everybody just because I'm really busy around the house, obviously, with the kid running around like crazy. But I do see your comments and I do appreciate y'all for reaching out. So follow me on Twitter if you don't. It's at Heskicks. But yeah, leave a comment. Let me know, what did we miss? What did the Twitter folks miss? What did I miss? That is a Jordan that you would like to see retro in the future. So as always, there are a couple runner-ups, and I'm going to get to them quick. The Lightning 4s would definitely be a dope one that I would like to see be a retro. We saw the Thunder 4s. It was rumored that the Lightnings were going to come out. They never did. And so those people that have the Lightnings are really, really happy. People that have the original Thunders are kind of mad because they were super limited and they did a massive general release. But it would be kind of cool to see the Lightning colorway come out so I can have a Lightning pair next to my Tokyos. The other pair that I would like to have come out again is the Toro Bravo 4s. And actually somebody mentioned this in the Twitter comments and it read my mind exactly. See the mellow version or whatever it is with the suede instead of the nubuck. Definitely would be cool as well. But actually I don't have my Toro 4s anymore. I ended up gifting them to my friend Isa. I definitely wouldn't mind seeing those come back in a suede format. Let's move into the actual top 5. That was a good sneeze. All right. Some of y'all were asking me about the racks in the back and how I keep the dust off them. I try to rotate these sneakers out, and then you'll see some new sneakers actually pop up in the back as I'm picking up new ones. So pay attention to that. I do have an Air Jordan display coming up. That's why I have mostly Jordans out here. Also, I do have some Swifter Dusters, and maybe I kicked up a little too much dust. The number 5 spot for myself personally goes to the Air Jordan 17 with the original case. If you guys didn't know, it actually came like an aluminum metallic case, and it was really, really unique and very, very cool that it actually did it. And it also cost a lot of money. It was the most expensive pair of Jordans at the time at $200, and they came out originally in 2002. I think there was only 3 colorways that actually came with the case. We see a couple retros now of the 17s, the coppers, and then the red colorway. It would be cool to see that case in the original format. I for sure would just like to have one in my collection. I actually did have a bunch of them back in the day. I actually knew some people on Nike campus. They ended up giving me a bunch of them, and I ended up just giving them to Goodwill and just getting rid of them, just using them for stupid things, giving them to friends, and then I totally didn't have any left. So it's definitely one that I wish I had. Just for that case specifically, it would be dope to see again, but that is definitely one, my top 5. So number 4 spot goes to the Air Jordan 23 in the Premier colorway, or as I know it, or as I remember knowing it as the titanium colorway. This colorway was really, really crazy. And it was one of the first colorways I believe that actually dropped. It was for the promo of the Air Jordan 23. So the way that these things actually released was kind of crazy. They only released in 23 stores US and 23 stores overseas, and they only had 23 pairs per store. So that's a grand total of 1,058 pairs that they released of these shoes. I believe every one of them was individually numbered. I wish I had them. I wanted them back in the day. I constantly browse eBay for a pair. They're still over $1,000, and I wish that They retroed them just so I could actually get a pair. They don't have to be individually numbered, but it's a pair that I remember seeing that really drew me to the Air Jordan 23, and all the hype was on it because of the limited factor, but definitely a clean colorway in my opinion. Number 3 for myself personally that I would love to see retro is the Air Jordan Eminem 2s, also known as the Way I Am's, for that release album, I believe. So the Air Jordan Eminem 2s actually released in 2008 for a whopping $110, a week before Christmas that year. So they only released 303 pairs of these Air Jordan 2s. They actually came with a t-shirt, was pretty rad. But the other thing that was really unique that a lot of newer folks don't remember, Air Jordan actually used to have their own Flight Club website. It's not the Flight Club that we all know today. It was the Air Jordan Flight Club site, and they actually released 303 pairs on that website. I failed. I tried to get them back then. I struck out. And it was definitely a really limited pair of sneakers that deserve a retro. It would be really cool to see, but I know that the people that actually have the pairs would probably be pretty pissed. And the likelihood that they'll actually release a general release of like an Eminem shoe is just not likely. But it's definitely a cool colorway. I love the color scheme of the shoe and the lyrics and the Eminem logos on the shoe. Just a really solid pair of sneakers. I could say the Eminem 4s as well, both pairs, the Carhartts and the Encores, but honestly, the 2s are the ones that I would like to see retro. All right, moving on to the number 2 spot. Personally, I would love to see Jordan Brand bring back the entire bin series, the Air Jordan 2, the 5, the 7, the 9, and the 13s, and even expand upon that. So they released back in 2010 and 2011. Personally, my favorites of the groups are the 2s, the 5s, and the 13s. The price tag, I think, was only $175 on the shoes. It wasn't like the $400 pinnacles that we see in today's market. They were priced appropriate. They had the wooden shoe trees, premium leather on the shoes, their own little boxes, the wax bin stamp on the shoes, that the seal of approval for the bin. It was definitely a really cool creation that Jordan Brand came with, and unfortunately, they only dropped it in 5 models. I don't know if they actually meant to drop it in more, but it would have been dope if they actually dropped it in every single model. It would be awesome to see them continue those, but also retro the original ones that we already had and that we already love. So Jordan Brand, maybe consider the bin thing again. All right, guys, so we made it to the number 1 spot. And for me personally, the number 1 pair of sneakers that I would love to see retro is not going to be popular majority, but it's kind of the way I do things around here. It's definitely my personal thing, the way I feel about these. And it's the Air Jordan 3 Mochas. Definitely not a lot of Jordans that have brown on the sneakers at all. The Mocha 3s are definitely one of my favorites that I missed out on back in the day. They came out in 2001. They were only $100, and I really wish that I did have a pair of those. They didn't have the Nike Air on the back or anything like that because it came out in 2001, but it would be really rad to see a Mocha Air Jordan 3 again in the original form. That's my personal pick for the number 1 spot. But this is where you guys can weigh in the comment sections and let me know what is the top pair of sneakers that you guys would like to see retro from Jordan Brand. Definitely a fun video. I want to see these comments because it would be really cool to see what you guys remember that dropped that maybe other people don't remember, or maybe they do remember and it sparks that memory up. So appreciate y'all for the interaction. Top 5 Tuesdays. Leave a comment also if you guys want me to cover a specific topic for future Top 5 Tuesday videos. This is your guys' series. Every Tuesday, I'm bringing you guys a top 5 list. Subscribe if you guys are new to the channel and hit that little bell button next to the subscription box if you guys want to be notified of when I post videos. And I appreciate y'all for watching. Have a good one. We'll catch you guys for some more videos soon. Peace, guys. I think we're good. I'm going to...